Hey everybody, welcome back to Bitcoin Curious, episode 10. Glad to be with you today. Put a little bit of prep into this one. I decided I'm going to take you through Gigi's 21 lessons. You'll find when you start learning about Bitcoin that there are just amazing, intelligent, creative, smart, different people who have fallen down the Bitcoin rabbit hole, as it's often referred. Gigi is one of those. He wrote a book called 21 Lessons. There's also that started as an article. There's also a website that I will link in the show notes today. But I wanted to take the next 21 episodes, starting with today, to go through each one of those lessons. So I'm not going to read a ton of the 21 lessons, but I will note that it's an allegory to Alice in Wonderland, so it's really creative and really well written, but the underlying information is also super helpful as you start to learn about and decide to invest in learning about Bitcoin. I would suggest you do that now before you're effectively forced to, and I'll let you think about that how you want to. Another one of the key people that you'll find out about and learn about related to Bitcoin's evangelism is a guy named Michael Saylor. Google him. He's the CEO of MicroStrategy, who has a huge Bitcoin treasury. But Michael Saylor says that there's 5 stages for every Bitcoiner. So you start as a denier. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a tulip bubble. You then move to being a skeptic. It's too good to be true. The government's going to ban it. Into a trader. Okay, well, I'll buy some and then sell it when it goes high so I can earn more dollars. Then an investor. So, hey, this is great tech. It's innovative. It's the future. I'm going to buy some of it. And then you become a maximalist, which is Bitcoin is an instrument of economic empowerment. So you are in good company if you are a denier or a skeptic, or really in any of these phases. So I thought it was important to point out that you're probably like everybody else. You're against it before hopefully you'll be for Bitcoin. I'm also going to liken understanding and learning about Bitcoin to Jesus's parable of the sower, which is in Matthew, Mark, and Luke, each one of the 3 of the 4 Gospels. I'm not going to read it to you, but you should go read and learn about Jesus' parable of the sower, which basically says you've got to be ready to hear the information, just like you had to be ready to hear Jesus's teachings, and your relative readiness determined its impact on your life. Same thing is true of learning about Bitcoin. I hope nobody finds that blasphemous. I'm definitely not trying to be blasphemous in any way at all. I hold Jesus in massive reverence in my life. He's changed my life. So definitely no irreverence meant there. So I did want to read just a very quick intro from Gigi. And in his 21 lessons, he says, "My goal in writing this is not to convince you of anything. My goal is to make you think and show you that there is way more to Bitcoin than meets the eye. I can't even tell you what Bitcoin is or what Bitcoin will teach you. You will have to find that out for yourself." And then a quote from Morpheus from the Matrix movies. "After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill," and we'll say it's the orange pill for Bitcoin. "The story ends," the blue pill is the blue. So after this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill / orange pill. You stay in Wonderland and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. So the first lesson after that intro is decentralization and immutability. So these 2 things, these 2 characteristics of Bitcoin are essential to make Bitcoin what it is. Decentralization is based on the network structure and the ability for everyday people to run the Bitcoin software and run what are called nodes on the Bitcoin network. There's no other quote unquote cryptocurrency that is decentralized. They all are a company that has leadership that runs on Amazon Web Services or Google or Oracle or Microsoft Cloud. You can't just run nodes of other cryptocurrencies in your house and just on regular computer hardware or software. So the decentralization of Bitcoin is one of the key features, and without decentralization, Bitcoin wouldn't be Bitcoin. So the fact that it is basically indestructible and anti-fragile because of that decentralization, if you took that away, Bitcoin would probably have failed and would fail if you take the decentralization characteristic away from the network. The other is immutability. So every 10 minutes, a new block is formed, and you can't take back those transactions. So unlike a Visa, you can't call Visa and say, hey, I didn't mean for that transaction to happen. I didn't mean to pay, somebody defrauded me. I didn't mean to give them that money. You can't do that with Bitcoin. Every 10 minutes, the transactions are committed to the ledger. That ledger is broadcast out to all the nodes. All the nodes download that new block and commit it to the decentralized ledger of Bitcoin, and it's there forever and cannot be reversed. So decentralization and immutability is lesson 1 from Dear Gigi's 21 lessons. Thank you for watching today. I'll look forward to lesson 2 tomorrow, and be blessed.